What is good, everybody? Happy Tuesday, guys. I hope everybody is off to a good start to their day, crushing their week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but fuck, we got some momentum going into this week. Jordan, how you living today? Happy Tuesday.
Blessed, brother. Thankful for the opportunity to be up here making calls to these sellers, seeing if we can change some lives. And yeah, just ready to make some waves today. How you feeling, birthday boy?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm just looking at my contract board right now. This shit's already full. Fuck, we gotta move some shit. Get some more deals assigned because we're rolling. I got another contract on my birthday yesterday. Came out of nowhere.
Let's
So
go.
that's
Where are we at? 7?
8 because Jordan got a 10 unit locked up yesterday too.
Golly, dude, I got to keep updating this thing day in and day out.
There's a lot of doors that are locked up right now. Like in the last 5 days, we've locked up over 31, 31 units.
Hey, man,
21,
nobody's mad at that.
21 and 10. No one's mad at that. 21 and 10, and then I got a duplex last week locked up. We got a fucking single yesterday. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together.
You know, I'm not even competing with you guys, but as like just a guy that I work with, he called me yesterday because he's trying to get this 6 unit. And he's like, "Can you call him and lock it up for me?" But I called the guy. I didn't get a hold of him. But we're all trying to get these multi-families locked up. It seems like.
Yes,
That's what I
sir.
mean. The multis where the money's at. I like my singles though. My singles are where some good money's at too. But the multis are you could definitely make some good bread on some of these multis. You just got to know how to underwrite them the right way.
There you go.
How did humans make?
Yeah, absolutely. I got another duplex. I got a call with her at like 1:15, 1:30. It's that one lady, Nelson, from last week who wanted 225 and we're at 210, and she's just been blowing me off day after day.
Oh yeah. Where is she? What does she say now?
She wants to get on the phone and discuss the contract today. This is the one in where is it? Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
We're sitting at 210, and I think I should be able to lock her in there. I'm feeling pretty confident as long as I can get her on the phone today and she's not too busy. Too busy.
That's the goal, brother. You get her on the phone. It sounds like it's a done deal. I mean, we already know the price is right. Now we just gotta make this thing come together. That's all.
Facts. Major facts. We'll get it, bro.
Oh yeah, it's all consistency, man. People, you gotta follow up, follow up, follow up, and then next thing you know, they're calling you.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I fucking love Go High Level. He's bro. I have a follow up sequence on my offers. So like in the past, I used to make an offer, they wouldn't accept, and that offer's gone. Like I'm not
Yeah,
following up with them. I didn't have time to try to do that shit, and I would just always have new leads coming in. So I just out of sight, out of mind. Bro, now the offers that I've been making, they have follow up text going to it, and now I'm getting double responses from these sellers. Like, what was your offer again? And it's like still piquing their interest because they haven't sold yet. So I think the fucking follow up game in this shit is just ridiculous, guys.
you gotta be on it, brother, at all times.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hitting them from all different ways, from all different angles.
Yeah, I got another seller who has two duplexes. Um, I would have locked him up yesterday, but he didn't tell me this up front, but he's currently under contract with another, I imagine it's another wholesaler right now. He just extended both properties. But it sounds like the guy can't get it done. So obviously, I want to do ethical business. I'm not going to lock you up while you're under contract or anything like that with another investor. But you let me know if you get out of that contract, and we'll make this happen for you.
The moment they can't deliver,
I got you.
boom, I got you.
Yes, sir. It's funny. He when I called him yesterday, or he called me back. Let's see. I sent 1, 2, 3 texts, 4 texts, 3 calls over 2 or 3 days. And he called me back and he was like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" I was like, "Good, man." He goes, "Well, I see that you've called me like 100 times. I've just been busy. What's going on? Let's talk about these properties." And I'm like, "Yeah, man. I mean, I don't mean to be annoying, but don't ever say I'm not persistent, because until you tell me to fuck off, I'm gonna keep calling.
Somebody's got to.
We gotta." I gotta make a call quickly to this HOA. Nelson, I'm not even gonna call it a shitstorm because I've released the negative energy about it, but I have a condo under contract in Miami. I assigned it, I think it's literally 3 months ago. And I've never disposed a condo before. So the HOA popped up and became an issue that we had to work through. And we had to jump through so many hoops, bro. The buyer had to go to a specific police station in Miami-Dade and get a background report to submit to the HOA. And then they were like, "All right, now this is going to take 3 more weeks and we need to have an interview," etc. It was just crazy over the past month, getting them everything they need so that we could get the certificate of approval to turn into title so we could close. And got that certificate approval on Friday. I got it emailed to me yesterday because I couldn't get a hold of the buyer, and got an email from the buyer saying, "Yeah, listen, I'm not closing on this deal because the HOA told me the initial HOA fee was $637 per month, and they raised it April 1st to $1,012 per month." And this guy lost his mind, and he's like, "Basically, I'm not closing." And I'm like, "Damn, bro." So now I got to call the HOA to see what's up with that. I don't know how HOAs operate, but that seems like a big jump randomly when we're like trying to close a transaction for a property, you know?
That's the deafening part of HOAs, is that they can say what they want, when they want, how they want, and you either do or don't. They hold all the power.
Yeah, no, they hold a lot of power, brother. It's actually kind of crazy. So yeah, that was a fun email to get yesterday. And then I called the buyer to try to like work it out with them, and I just get cussed out like it's my fault. I'm like, "Brother, I'm just trying to make this happen for everybody involved. I don't work at the HOA board. You know, my guy didn't make the decision. I got the information at the same time you did. So got to try to save that, maybe get a price reduction from the seller, because I understand like an extra $400 a month really eats into an investor's cash flow, which is important. I get it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. HOA. The death of that. You got to watch out for them.
Good.
I know I had a condo that I was flipping, and the HOA was just a killer.
Yeah.
I will never do that again.
No, I was telling Joey, actually, I was like, I'm never going to lock up another condo again. But then I was like, at the same time, I'm making like 15K. So if I can make 15 to 20K on a condo, like I'll do it. But now, a week or so later, I'm like,
yeah.
HOA is just unpredictable. They could like you're saying, they could do anything at any time. And
you're at their mercy.
I am indeed. It's rough, but we'll figure it out.
Yep. Unfortunately, you don't have any other options. You got to figure it out.
I know, as long as this guy will talk to me on the phone, we'll be good. But he was very mad at Jordan yesterday. Actually, because of this experience, I think I'm going to alter my assignment agreement a little bit, where it talks about the EMD, because in my assignment contract, it says earnest money essentially is not refundable and will not be returned to the buyer under any circumstance aside from title cannot convey. And that's all good and well, but now the hurdle becomes, how do I get that released to me? The attorney that's doing the transaction is like, basically, you both have to agree to release those funds. Otherwise, I can't release them. And I'm like, shit.
Yeah, that's the thing that I've never understood is like I've had that happen before with like, well, you both have to agree on it. Well, we both agreed on it when he signed this paperwork.
Right.
I don't know why we have to both agree on it yet again. That seems unfair.
It does seem unfair. He said he just closed out a dispute like this yesterday. They had to hire a mediator, and he said he had those funds. It was $10K sitting in his escrow account for 2 years, brother. I'm like, damn, bro, that is crazy. So in my assignment contract now, I'm going to edit it to say, if buyer does not perform or move forward on the transaction, however I'm going to word it, buyer agrees to release the full EMD to the assigner as soon as that decision is made, basically, because then I can just refer to it.
You need to also maybe even put something like they agree that whatever title a company and attorney is allowed to release funds whenever such and such. So then they have that in their work saying, hey, you've already agreed to allow us to release it.
Right. Yep, that signature has already been given.
Exactly. Because that's usually what they're waiting on is like, look, we're not going to do anything until we have confirmation, he's allowing us. But if it's like, I can only put it in there so many times before we got to roll with it.
Right. For sure, bro. For sure. Let me see.
All right.
I'm going to call Mr. David here, make an offer real quick.
Let's do it.
Couldn't get an asking price out of him, so I'm not sure.
I'll be using this soon. I'm tired of trying to do things the freeway when investing. Hey, I hear you, Jaquan. It's the freeway works. It's just a lot of work. So if you want to cut that time in half and get to talking to motivated sellers today, definitely that's an option that we have for you for sure, brother.
Newly got that fire, baby.
That's what I hear.
Oh, Rita, just seeing your comment, does that mean the investor loses his EMD if he doesn't perform, Jordan, or you will give it back? That's a good question. So I think technically it means that the buyer forfeits his EMD, but the way that my assignment agreement is written right now, he doesn't have to release it. Like, he could just not send a letter of approval to release the EMD to me. And I talked to the attorney yesterday because that was the first call that I made after I spoke to the buyer and got cussed out and he's not closing. I was like, okay, well, I need to call the attorney and see how the release of the EMD goes and what that process looks like. And basically the attorney told me, like, listen, I'm not releasing anything to anybody until you both send me a letter to approve that, whether it's me releasing it back to him or him releasing it to me because he's not performing. It's a 10K EMD. The fee was 15K. So like, if I could get it, then I think I could swallow the pill of losing that extra 5K. But yeah, based on our conversation yesterday, I don't feel like he's going to be very eager to release that to me. So I'm going to try to get in touch with him today. Before I reach out to him, I'm going to call the HOA because I have like not a suspicion, but maybe a small hope that there was something that happened with the condo for the month of April that increased the HOA fee. And maybe I can, I don't know, renegotiate or get them to tell me, like, listen, the HOA fee is still $637. But just for this month, it increased, and here's the reason why. When it goes back into May or June, then it'll be back down to that 600 range. But yeah, as of right now, I have to get the buyer to release me his funds, and if he doesn't, the attorney said it'll just sit in the escrow account until we come to an agreement. So crazy, but we just rolling with the punches, brother.
That's all you can do sometimes, man. I know I've had deals where I just had to. I didn't want to argue with the seller. You know, we're trying to make sure you build relationships with them, and I just let the EMD go, and that, you know, I just didn't get it. I've had some where they just ghosted us, and even the attorney, I think it was Missouri, even the attorney was like, our title company's like, man, I don't know, like if they don't respond to us and such, it's in your contract, we'll just go ahead and let it go, and they let it go.
So you have that in your assignment agreement already, that they'll release it based on certain circumstances?
I had it as non-refundable.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Ugh. My bad, man. Yeah, I think it was in Missouri, and the title company there was like, hey, if they're not responding to us and whatever, we just let it go, because they didn't really like how the guy conducted his business. And it was in there for it being non-refundable.
Yeah, let's see. I'm just pulling mine up so I can read it verbatim. It says, buyer will place an escrow earnest money deposit of $10,000 with the closing attorney in the form of a cashier's check, which will be part of the cash paid to the seller when title transfers. This deposit is non-refundable and therefore will not be returned to the buyer under any circumstance, with the exception that title cannot convey. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could just leave it in the escrow account for the foreseeable future, but we'll see. I'll make this call to the seller, make an offer, and then I'm going to call the HOA and see what I can do. But yeah, Rita, definitely a big jump. He was looking at it as a buy and hold, so I understand his perspective. Like, as a buyer, if I'm buying that condo and I'm expecting to make $600-700 cash flow every month, and then you tell me that my HOA fees increased by $400, that's a significant blow to the cash flow that I was projecting. So I get it, but I still want my money because I've done my job. You know what I mean? I've bent over backwards for this buyer and this HOA to make the shit happen. And I'll see if I can bend some more times, and we'll see what we can do.
Where is it at today? I missed the whole thing. Seller's on a call.
No, you're good. I haven't heard anything today. I shot an email because the buyer was like, let's be professional, man. Just email me. He got weird. When I called him yesterday, he goes, is this on a recorded line? I was like, yeah, brother, all my calls are recorded. And he started tripping. He's like, you got to let me know that these calls are recorded, blah, blah, blah. He's like, email me. Let's be professional. And I was like, all right. So I emailed him this morning. I'm going to call the HOA first. And then I think I'm going to call the attorney again and just say, like, listen, in my assignment agreement, it says that it will not be returned to buyer under any circumstance, and see what that means in his interpretation. If the escrow account's just going to sit with $10K for the next 5 years, if neither of us agree to release it. And then I'm going to call the HOA just to be like, what the hell's up with this increase? Is this for all units in the condominium complex? Is this for this unit specifically? Why is it happening right when we're trying to close a transaction? And see if there's any way I can get them to honor. They did send an estoppel letter on April 2nd that had the 637 on it. But, brother, in that estoppel letter at the bottom, it said April 1st, fees due 1,012. So he's tripping at me saying nobody's been transparent. He was never told about this increase, but it was literally in the estoppel letter that the HOA sent him.
Oh, then that's on him,
April.
bro. He didn't fucking read it then.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's crazy. I reviewed it yesterday just to see what was up, and nah, they let him know it was in there, and he signed extensions after he got that estoppel letter. So I don't know.
He's kind of at fault at this point. He won't answer a call.
I haven't tried to call him yet today. I will though. I will, absolutely. I got to make a couple of calls on it today, but I'm going to call this seller in. Where is it? In McDonough, Georgia, real quick, make an offer, and then I'll hop on the phone and let you make some calls while I'm trying to figure that out.
Follow up and call the seller too. See if I can make this deal happen.
Let's go, baby.
Go.
That's the 6 unit that you were talking about?
Yeah, man, I got a really good guy that we've done a lot of money together. So he calls me because he's a pilot and he's got his realtor license, but he's pilot, so he's usually flying. So if he hears about something, sometimes he'll call me and be like, "Just lock it up. I want to buy it at this price. Get it for anything underneath there, and I'll pay you."
Okay. Fuck
Ooh,
yeah.
that's kind of nice.
Can't really be
bro.
mad at that. He's a really good
Yeah,
guy.
I know.
Well, if
That's
you
an awesome
can't lock it
connection.
in, you know to pass it to shirtless.
No, well, the thing is this. I mean, you know, there's really one king closer in here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting back and I'm just letting the I'm letting the gentlemen do what they will. You know, I gotta be modest. You know.
We appreciate that, brother.
Wow, this guy ripped me today. Okay. Why would I give you a discount? I don't know you. We have no relationship. You're desperate enough to reach out to me out of nowhere. I wasn't looking to sell my house. You were looking to buy. I'm only going to sell for what I think it's worth. Why would anyone agree to take less than what their house is worth from a total stranger? I don't get this entire concept. If you're just throwing darts in the dark, hoping to find that person about to be on the lam from the law, getting divorced, whoever else needs a quick sell, that ain't me. And all of you can stop reaching out to me. You're just wasting your time and mine at this point.
Dang. Cold-blooded.
Sorry. You haven't spoke with someone from my marketing team about stable reaching out. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm calling this guy in Seattle. Let's get it.
Hello?
Hey, John.
Hello?
Hey, John.
Yes?
This is Joey calling. You were speaking with Ashley. I think she was texting you about your house in South Roxbury Street.
Yes?
You're looking to sell that one right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Do you have an idea for how much you're looking to get for it?
Trying to get about close to 6.
Close to 6. Okay. Okay, and if I got you a number that made you happy, would you be ready to start the process today?
Yeah?
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And are you the only decision maker and the person on the deed, or is there anyone else that would have to be here for a call like this?
No, I'm the only person on the deed.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So the way that my process works, I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about the property, and then I'll get you an offer on this call. If the offer makes sense for you, I'll send you over a purchase agreement, and we'll go over everything together. As long as you're good with everything on that agreement, we would sign it, over to a title company. They'll keep you protected as a seller and us as the buyers. And then we would just pick a closing date you're choosing to receive the money, which title would send via wire transfer or certified check, whichever you prefer. That be good?
Yeah, do I have to involve my attorney though?
Okay, if you need your attorney involved, we can work through them as well. Typically we make the agreement in pretty simple language. It's like a one-page agreement. So if it was something you weren't comfortable moving forward with, then we could obviously go through the attorney too. So tell me about.
Okay, well,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said write it up. Let's see it.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna ask you the questions first and everything, and then I'll get you the offer first to see if we're even in the right ballpark together.
Okay, can you hold on? I gotta go to the restroom.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. He said close to 6. There's 2 at 550 right over here. I just can't remember if this is the same guy I was speaking to the other day. I don't think it is though, because
Are you there?
yes, I'm still here.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So how's like the foundation and structure of the house?
Foundation is good. I'll tell you what I have done. I put on a new roof. There's a new sewer. There's a new French drain. And what else? Now, I'm not. Let me explain this. I'm just selling the house. The garage is what I'm dividing the lot in half. I'm keeping the garage.
Okay. Okay, so you'll be keeping the garages, understood. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you said you put a new roof on. There's no AC in there. You fully rewired it about 5 years ago. Plumbing needs to be updated. French, it's good on the foundation. There's a French drain in there. Public water pump, so we're okay. And how quickly are you looking to get this closed in?
Quick as possible.
Okay, typically we can do about 30 to 60 days.
Yeah. Now let me say this also. I probably need up to 90 to 120 days to move out of here.
90 to 120 days to get out of there. Okay. So typically
Yeah.
we could probably do like a 60, 90-day close and then just do like a lease back to you if you need more time to get out of there.
Okay.
Would that be good?
Yeah. Reasonable.
Okay. And what's the reason that you're actually?
I had to run all this by my attorney though before I actually signed anything.
No, understood. And then what's the reason you're actually selling now?
Say that again.
What's the reason you're actually looking to sell?
I'm downsizing.
Gotcha. Okay, and what's got you downsizing?
Say that again.
What's the reason you're actually looking at downsize?
Yeah, hold on a minute. I gotta turn this TV down.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the reason that you're looking to downsize now?
I can't afford these high payments and stuff. I don't have enough income.
Oh, understood. Okay. Okay, was it like a change in job or something like that?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, understood. And then do you already have a place that you're gonna be moving into?
Say that again.
Do you already have like another house picked out that you're gonna be moving into?
Oh, I'm gonna be moving in there for 120 days.
What, into the garage unit?
No, into the house itself.
Yeah, I'm saying once you move out of the house, where are you gonna be moving into?
Into the garage unit. I'm gonna be working in the garage unit. Meanwhile.
Understood. Okay. Okay, that's not a problem. Yeah, I mean, we could probably do like a 60 or 90-day close and then just get that figured out on that end. And you said you're looking for something close to the 600. I saw that there's a couple properties that were selling cash as is. One sold for 500K flat. It had a view of the river, and then the other one sold for 550. I think that one was in a little bit better condition. If we could come in, I guess somewhere in between those numbers, is that something you would consider if we could do it all cash?
If you hit the 600 range, I would say yes, but if not, then I'll listen to other offers.
600, I don't know if that would work, honestly. I don't think any investors are paying anywhere near 600 right now. So I think.
Okay, well, no point going any further.
Well, what are you gonna do if you don't end up selling it for the 6 then? Because I think Zillow has it at 695, and I know you did some work to it, but it's still gonna need probably about 50, 60 grand of cosmetic work put into it. So if someone bought it at 600, they'd basically be losing money. And like we don't got to get rich here. We just got to make something. So I mean, if we came in closer to like mid fives, is that something you would consider?
No, because I've already entertained those offers.
And what happened with those?
I don't want them. I'll wait it out.
Okay, so it's either 600 or you're not selling the house, basically.
Right.
Okay, I think if I'm doing it cash, the highest I could do is 550. Like if I'm just shooting you straight, I don't want to tell you a price and have to come back on it. There's no way we could do any higher than 550.
Oh, by the same token,
Wait, John, can you hear me? It's breaking up.
yeah, I can hear you, but no problem. If I can't get to 600, then I'll just leave it be. I'll entertain the offers that come to me.
Okay, because I mean, have you considered listing it with a real estate agent or anything like that?
My daughter and them are trying to get me to list it with a real estate agent.
Okay, well,
And I'm a little reluctant because by that token, I have to pay closing costs and everything else.
exactly, and it probably would sell with an agent around the 600 grand. So that's what I'm seeing. If we can meet at 550 and you don't have to pay any of those things, and I could get you a check for 550 in your pocket, I think that might be the better option than going with the realtor and trying to list it, because you're unless you fix it up yourself, you're going to basically have to pay the commissions out and wait for someone to figure it out if they can even sell it for you.
Yeah, well, that's why I said what I said.
Yeah, because 600, we just would be losing money. Like any private investor that you speak with, anyone that you speak with on these phones, if they're telling you 600, they're probably telling you that to just make you happy to lock you up under contract. Because realistically, there's no investor that can pay 550 for this. And that's if you sell it off market, like you sell it without the realtor, that's who you're going to be dealing with. So to basically sell it, like if you want to do it this way, it's probably going to have to be somewhere around that 550 number. If you want to go with a realtor, you'll sell it for 600, but you're not going to get the same 600, obviously. Does that make sense?
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I have my own feelings about it.
Understood. And it's the data that I'm looking at. Like it's not, if I could get you 600, I would pay you 600 for it. It's just physically the data that's selling over here. The only ones that investors have bought, they've all paid. The highest anyone's paid for a house in this whole neighborhood is 550, 551 exactly. That was 5713 South Norfolk. So like, if the data was better, then obviously I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's just that's what the realtors, appraisers, investors, everyone's going to have to go off the data, and the data is saying 550 is where it's going to go.
Okay, well, thanks for the call.
Okay, could I circle back with you in a couple weeks and see if anything changes?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, and if you could just consider that 550, I know it's not ideal at the 600, but if there's any way you could consider it, I'll just circle back in a few weeks and see if we can work something out together.
Well, I'm trying to weigh out to get what I want. So no point in you wasting time. I've had a lot of offers like yours.
Yeah, it's just you're gonna get to the point where you're not. I just know you're not gonna be able to get the 600 grand 100% in your pocket. So I'm just trying to see what I could do to help you to get this done for you.
Okay, well, thanks for the call.
Definitely, I appreciate your time today.
All right.
All right, you take care, John. That's a guy that needs to sell but doesn't want to take my help, guys. It's one of those. You're gonna have to just keep following up with him, keep pushing him out, and eventually he'll come back. Jordan, if you're on a call, unmute. You can. If you're on a seller call. Go ahead.
At the Baltimore property, and he's trying to switch up the lockbox code, so it's something that only we know. So
Okay.
we had other buyers go in there. How do you do that though? Because he's kind of confused.
You were asking the wrong one, bro. I got
Yeah,
like.
he said I'm asking the wrong person also.
Hold on, bro. What type of? Ask him what's the name of the lockbox. Like, what's like the company? I'm gonna chat GPT this shit.
Yeah.
Was he able to get in them,
No,
Mauricio?
I got my partner looking it up. What's the exact like
Brand.
name of the what? It's Master Lock. Master Lock, that's it? That's what code you want to change to. No, I mean that's up to you. What are you thinking? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just stick something like I don't know. I won't do anything related to the address, but like I don't know, dude.
There's a reset lever or switch inside the box. See if he sees that.
Yo, CJ, hold on. He just my boy just said what was it again, Joey?
There's a reset lever or switch inside the box. So tell him to look inside the box. There should be like a lever in there or something.
There's a lever like inside.
It may be labeled reset or labeled reset.
Little lever that when I pull it inside, it releases the hook, like the thing that it hangs on, you know. But I don't. But maybe that is the reset button as well. Joey, did you hear him?
What? You think so might be the reset button as well? Move the reset lever to reset position. Usually you slide it up or to the left. Oh boy, guys, my girl is getting English lessons right now. This is going to be a funny time.
Hey, shout outs to her for doing
Wait,
that
what'd you
though.
say, Joey?
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking bullshit.
Yeah, so did you hear CJ? It should be able to like flip it up or something, switch it up, and then I got the thing in my hand right now. I'm playing with it in my car rather than sitting in the rain. Joey, what does it say again? Like, let me try to say it to him.
It says locate the reset lever or switch inside. It's usually on the back door or inside near the hinge.
Yeah, so you located the reset hinge, right? The little lever, CJ?
Do you want to just merge them on with me, bro?
Yeah, hold on. How can I merge? I'm going to merge Joey on here. Joey, what do I do? Call your number?
Yeah, call my cell phone.
Hold on. Let me.
It might end it for you, but at least I can communicate with him, figure it out.
Blind transfer, warm transfer? Wait, what is going on here? Hold on. Wait, yo, CJ, do you have WhatsApp? Yeah. You do? Alright, hold on. I'm about to add you here. Hold on. New contacts. CJ Pearson.
Oi, we're getting this deal assigned, boy. Well, it is assigned. We got it assigned last week, but the guy's at the property right now. It sounds like he got in this time. So prayers up. But I don't remember.
Oh, let's go, baby. That's good stuff.
And that's a direct to seller. Ain't no JVs. I do love. Yo, you want to know what I realized? Or let me just take this from Mauricio first.
Yo, Joe, stay on the line. I'm calling CJ. Just the group. Hold on, CJ. I'm gonna hang up right here. All right. Answer to what's up. Yo, he said we're good to go though.
Let's go.
Hey, yo.
What's up, CJ?
What's up, buddy?
Chilling, bro. So I'm looking at the I'm on ChatGPT trying to figure this out. It basically just says there should be a reset lever inside the box, and then it's usually on like the back door inside the near the hinge.
Near the hinge. There is something on like the back.
It might look. You might have to use like your finger or something. Like I don't think it's like an actual lever. Like it almost like you need like a screwdriver or something.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna have to all get on Streamlabs, dude, because y'all are missing out on all the fun over here.
I need to figure out what kind this is fucking.
Dang.
Because this is kind. It's fucking not.
Yeah, I literally just put in master lockbox or master lockbox. If you could send me a picture, I might be able to figure it out, bro.
No, I got you. Yeah, I was gonna say there's literally 15 of these fucking things. So
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm looking up. Don't worry. I'm literally looking it up by the serial number or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, what?
Alright, operating instructions. This should be fucking it. Recode tool. Set on, set off. I'm not fucking understanding what that means. Set on, set off. Yeah, dude, this is wild. This is fucking crazy. Oh, dude, I gotta have a whole fucking tool, bro.
You need like a fucking screwdriver or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I mean, on the lockbox itself, there's no one that know. There's one other person, or I think two other people that know the code, and they both were investors.
Okay.
So like, we didn't have a key issue. It was more just.
Nah, but if you want to change the lockbox, because I think he mentioned he has the other ones. If you want to switch it, you can switch it though, like just for your own like assurance.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll literally just put this back. That way we all know the code to this one. It's not gonna be useful. I'll put this one back where it was. That way the owner can grab it, whoever it is. And then mine will pretty much just be right next to it anyway. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take mine out. Mine's literally a brand new one, so I'll text you guys whatever I choose for a code.
Yeah, just let me know whatever you choose for a code, just in case the owner needs access or whatever.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys. I'll let you know.
All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Alright, CJ, I'll call you in a little bit, alright?
Let's go. He said we're good to go.
Did you get one of
Whatever,
these?
get it.
We got one assigned. This one doesn't count by a day, bro. I
Oh my
had it
God.
locked up a day before the challenge.
So we just got.
I
I'm on
believe
TikTok.
it is.
So we just got one of these. Well, it's not one of the 8 contracts assigned. We started May 1st. This deal you got what? April 29th, 30th?
April, yeah.
April
The
30th.
only
but
thing, though,
what happened?
I'm going to hurt Nelson's heart right now, guys.
Oh, no. I don't even want to hear it. We can't hear it. We can't hear it.
Do you want to know what marketing source this came from?
What?
You ready for the lead company?
Who?
Joey Bibo's buyer lists.
Hey,
This
you
dude
know
was
what?
a-
I will take that over anything else you were going to say. I'll take that over anything else. All leads that come from there, they're good in my book.
No, that was a fucking free lead, bro. We had another deal. My boy David Bell locked up in Curtis Bay, and that's Baltimore or whatever. I'm
Okay.
calling this buyer for it, and he's like, dude, I'm not buying anymore. He's like, I'm actually selling one of mine. And I'm like, really? So like, let's talk about it. And it ended up being, bro, he fucking bought it for 77 grand. He had tenants in there that he tried to evict, and they fucked his place up. Like literally, they like ripped out the
Oh, yeah.
wiring, and this place was fully remodeled when he bought it. Like it was like beautiful, and it is a shit show now. So it's just crazy,
No
man.
way.
It's crazy how quickly someone can fuck up
How'd
your
it
property.
go?
Oh my freaking connection. Let's go. And we had a fucking appraisal yesterday, and we were afraid they weren't going to get into one of the units, and they got into all fucking four. So that one's
Oh
going to
yeah,
be
old dude
closing
got you into all the units.
hopefully next week. Yeah, bro, he got us. You, oh yeah, you guys are here.
Yeah,
for
we
that.
were on, yeah, because he was mad. He was mad at you. He was like, "Why are you waiting till the last minute to get me in these apartments?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, brother, I have been you don't understand how
I don't work at the mortgage
hard-
company, and I don't order appraisals, so that's what's going on
Yeah.
there.
I blame myself for everything in business. That's what I learned from extreme ownership, and it definitely makes people respect you a little bit more.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
like that's where I was like, look, dude, like I'm sorry it's taking so long. That's on me. But I fucking have been telling them every single day to fucking order this shit. I want to close this shit. Fuck. I don't think sellers realize that like we get paid when the deal closes. So like
Nah, they
we
don't.
want it to close just as bad as they want it to close, but they always think we're trying to delay it and shit. But ACL, good shit on that assignment, brother. I'm gonna have to give it to you later, but I'm gonna give it right now. Hold up. Just pop in the group chat really quick.
Let's go.
Jordan, I don't know when you put that in there, but that shit it's gotten better since we've had it.
Bro, it's hilarious that you use that because that's just my voice recorded on my phone. And I actually
Is that
have
your
set-
voice?
Yeah, that's me.
No, you're fucking lying, bro.
Nah,
You're
100%.
fucking lying.
That is me. I did it so I could make it my text tone. So when I have my phone on loud mode and I get a text, that's what you hear. And I thought that was hilarious.
Jordan, I know that we're on a better path now. How stoned were you when you fucking made that, bro?
I wasn't actually. This was in the 6-month moratorium.
Moratorium. Bro, I can't. I gotta hear it now. Like I have to like. I gotta like visualize it, bro. Yo, Mauricio's crying right now.
I know, bro. That shit's hilarious.
I just hopped in my Discord channel and fucking literally just blew it up with that. Hi, Jordan. I mean,
Yeah.
you've done it before. You're gonna have to do it again. Let's hear it.
Do what? That voice?
Ooh, wait.
Yo, he got it. Oh my god, bro, that was
You know what I should be, bro? Is I should be a voice actor for a cartoon character.
I think you could fucking do it, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
You could be the shirtless closer cartoon character.
That's hilarious. Imagine.
Dude, that was crazy, bro. Oh my god, that made my day.
That was
made my
pitch
day.
perfect too.
Yeah, that
Pitch
was like
perfect.
I could have played the thing alongside with you and it would have sounded exactly identical.
Yeah. Alright. Again. My ratio. Nah, I'm chilling, brother. Again. Man, I wish James wasn't under contract with another wholesaler, bro. I could have locked up 2 more properties yesterday. I should probably underwrite his other duplex, actually.
Yep. I'm gonna get such a good blast out of hearing her English lessons on a daily basis. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
What's
She's
up,
like,
brother?
how old? My girl's taking Spanish lessons in the room next door right now,
Oh, okay.
and I mean English lessons. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
And when I tell you guys, like, there's like you don't speak English, and then there's like CLO, you don't speak English. Like there's literally knows like 5 words in English. That's
Gotcha.
about it. So fucking. She was like, the lady's like, "How old are you?" And she's like, "I am 21." She's 31, guys.
Dang. You know what's crazy, bro? Is like I've been trying to learn Spanish, and I know you've been learning Spanish. I think Spanish is like it's a little difficult to learn, but if you put a lot of time towards it, I think you could get it. But bro, imagine learning the English language as your second language.
I missed that whole thought, bro, because it's completely like it literally you said whatever gold you were trying to say, and then I came back and all I heard was as your second language.
Dang, that's cool blooded. No, I was saying like trying to learn Spanish is one thing. I think it's just so different from the way that English sentences are structured. I think that's the hardest part for my brain to wrap around. And then obviously you just learn vocabulary. But dude, I just imagine learning English as a second language would be insanely difficult, bro. The English language is stupid as far as I'm concerned.
It's dumb. A lot of stuff doesn't make sense about it.
No, dude, it's confusing. There's words that mean like 6 different things. How are you supposed to keep track of all that in your head?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And trust me, when you go to translate backwards, it's just all fucked up on every angle.
No, for sure, brother.
I gotta buy this laptop stand tonight, honestly.
You know, this guy wants 130 for his duplex. I think ARV is like 260. Shit. How do I get him out of contract with the other wholesaler, bro?
How do you get him out of contract? You gotta either wait for it to time out or tell him to cancel. Usually can't cancel, so probably gotta wait for it to time out.
Sucks, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, that actually got me fucked up. Oh my god. Hello? Ay, Dios míos. What is a good time to get on? Wait, who is it? There was one other guy that I fucking had that I was so close with. Dude, Jordan, you have my whole team fucked up right now.
I thought everybody knew that was me.
No one, I thought it was from like Rick and Morty or some shit, which I've never watched either, so I didn't even know the reference, but I was just like, oh, this sounds funny.
Yeah, no, that is the inspiration. The character's name is Mr. Poopy Pants.
Of course.
And yeah, he's hilarious. But I just like, dude, if you were in my house day in and day out, you would get to know me as an incredibly weird ass person. I just be doing shit like that. Like when my kid tells me something, that's the sound I'll make in response to them, you know? And they're like, dude, you're so weird. And I'm like, yeah, I am. But yeah, I just be doing weird shit, bro.
Oh, we know. You're in Utah, bro. We didn't expect you to be normal.
You're a clown, brother.
We
Utah
did
will
not
never catch a
expect
break,
that.
bro. Utah will never catch a break.
I mean, do you blame us?
I don't know, kinda.
Kinda. Oh, let's get it.
I need this guy to get out of this contract so I can lock him up.
Mauricio saying we're being too funny right now. He can't work. Rita said Jordan be smoking the gas and doing weird shit. I don't know, Rita. You be on this shit, bro.
Rita, you're not wrong, my brother. My kids always tell me, like, Dad, you're so weird, but you're so funny. And I'm like, yeah, listen, stay weird, kids. You know, don't take life too seriously. You got to be doing weird shit all the time. So
You
my kids are
got
probably
us.
at school doing shit like that, and kids are probably like, "The fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, sorry, I got that from my dad."
Oh, it's just all fucked up in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Remember this guy's name?
What time is
She
it in
can't go already, bro. Day one. Speaking full sentences and shit.
Let's go. Are you gonna join a Spanish class?
Yo necesito un maestra de español,
Sí,
pero necesito
sí.
una chica colombiana con una hermosa cuerpo y hermosa cara.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
Are you gonna join an online class or in person?
gonna have a Colombian teacher come here and tutor me in the house, and Cielo might divorce me, but we'll be okay.
Hell yeah.
At least we said it in Spanish. Fuck.
3 p.m. It is 12:39.
Oh yeah, this was a guy that was insulting to my intelligence. You're a scammer. I thought we were boys, bro. Who insulted your intelligence? I just offered you 300K on your 800 grand property. There's no big deal there.
Hello, this is Jordan.
Hey, Jordan, I've got a.
Yeah.
We may have talked before. I forget.
We talked a few days ago, and I apologize. It took me a few days to get back to you. My inbox has just been kind of crazy, but yeah, just reaching out about 627 Smith, and I see that you responded and said 675K. Am I interested? And then you let me know that you did interior demo, footing dug for expansion, and you said after build out value is 1.6. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit and see where you're at with this and see if this is something that we could potentially be interested in acquiring.
Yeah, so the house is, here's the deal on the house. There's like a 6 or 8 car garage that is attached to the original house, and the expansion will basically turn that entire 6-car garage into livable space, add a 3-car garage to the front. On the other side of the house, add a bedroom to the front of the house and extend the master bathroom. And reconfigure it as 4,800 square feet on almost 2 acres. There's some brand new houses half a mile away on much smaller lots on, kind of close to a busy road. And those are in the high 3,000 square foot room, selling between 1.25 and 1.4. Three or four of those 4 have sold already. I mean, almost immediately. We just got one left. So effectively, this is like new construction at the end at 4,800 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, with a 3-car garage on 2 acres. So that's where I get the 1.6 mark. Maybe, conservatively someone might be at 1.5. You're 1,000 square feet more, 800 to 1,000 square feet more than the other places around the corner on a lot that's, 1.9, just it's shy of 2 acres. So.
Okay. And after the expansion is completed, what will be the total bedroom bath count for this property?
And that'll put you at 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. 2 of the bedrooms will be like a Jack and Jill,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
3 of the bedrooms have their own ensuite, and then there's like a powder bath in another part of the house.
Okay. Understood. I appreciate that information. And so when you say that interior demo is done and the footing's been dug for expansion, how is the interior of the full property? Is it basically gutted down to the studs right now, ready for a rehab, or
Yeah.
how's that looking?
Yeah, it's all down to the studs. In order to do the build out that I told you about, you've got to be able on the house part, not the garage part. That's going to require all new clear span. Well, it doesn't have to be clear span, but it'll require all new trusses to give it a new roof line and make it look all brand new, right? So the plans, as I had them drawn, lifted the walls by a foot to make 9-foot ceilings, not quite 10, but give it just a little bit more, and redo all the roof structure on that part of the house.
Okay.
It's a job, but there's meat on the bone if someone else is interested. I've got other projects. That's why I'm willing to sell it. But if not, then I'm gonna keep going on it.
Understood. Just taking some notes here. I do have a question in regards to the roof. Is there a roof on it right now? Did you recently put one on to take into consideration the expansion, or what's going on with the roof?
No. If you remember, I just told you the whole structure's still got to come off, right? So that's what I was saying earlier. The whole structure's got to come off on the roof, on the existing house portion. So I've not touched it. It's older. It's not going to help you at all. So that's got to come off, and then of course over the garage that would just get a new roof too. But the over the garage, there's no need to remove. There's no need to remove that. Those roof trusses. The garage roof can stay intact. It's just the house portion that needs new trusses for the expansion.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like you got quite the project on your hands here, and so your price to move on from this property is sitting at $675, correct?
Say this again.
Your price to move on from this project in as-is condition, just to liquidate it, would be around $675.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. And my system says your name is Peter, but when you called in, I think it said like Adrian. Am I speaking with Peter?
No, you're actually speaking to Dale.
Dale. Neither. Okay.
And Peter's my father. And I talked to. Are you the screener? Or are you the guy, the buyer? I forget, because I talked to another guy, which is where I think you probably picked up my number from. And we went through all these statistics already. But who do you work for? What's your deal?
I work for myself. I own an investment company, so I'll be the one making you an offer, sending you a purchase agreement would we get to that point. And so I am the guy. I don't have anybody that I'm working for. And just basically how my process works is if we get a price that made you happy, I can get you an agreement sent. We can go over it together. If everything's good in that agreement, we can sign it, send it over to a title company. They'll protect you as the seller and me as the buyer, and then we can pick a closing date of your choosing, and then we can get you the funds after closing.
Are you a wholesaler, or you're actually looking for yourself to do something? And I apologize for asking. I did get calls all the time. I invest too.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, people do different things. I'm just trying to figure out,
Yeah.
Are you wholesaling, or what? Yeah, what's your? Yeah, what do you kind of do here? And is this isn't like a just quick and flip. This is a project. That's why there's bigger meat on the bone. Obviously, I mean, it's a custom home at the end of the day. Is that in the range of what you like to do normally?
Yeah, I think we could work with that for sure. And I just kind of like to keep my options open as an investor, acquire it if it makes sense for us, but we do wholesale as well. So in my agreement, there's an assignment contingency that would allow us to go that route. And if that made the most sense to us and I can do that, get you what you're looking for, and then I can make my spread, then I just feel like everybody's happy in that scenario as long as we can perform with my financial partners. And I got people out there in Knoxville looking right now for their next deal. This seems pretty interesting. I'm taking a look right now just in the neighborhood. I'm not seeing any of the sales as of like the last 90 to 120 days in the millions. So I want to do a little bit more deep diving.
Those are the ones over on Campbell Station. They were built by Saddlebrook Homes.
Okay.
And it's on Campbell Station Road. They may be under contract because they may be finishing up. You're talking the last 90 days. Some of those may have sold within. It may have been a little bit more than 90 days out as well.
Okay.
Because here's the deal. There's not a lot of. I mean, when I say there's not a lot of new homes, there's not a lot of new custom homes that are going up as a spec home. All right.
Okay.
And number two, there's like the one thing else I forgot to tell you about this is when this is done, this is designed to be a ranch home. So you're talking about 4,800 square feet on single level.
Gotcha.
Which is almost unheard of. I mean, out in the South, most people build 2 floors up and a walkout basement, whatever, right?
Yeah.
This is not that, and this is a full blown, ranch, single floor, 40. I mean, so again, you're 2 acres, 4,800 square foot, single level, custom home, basically. And if you look for those I think that Saddlebrook, not Saddleback, I think they're called Saddlebrook was the builder. Yeah, they were over on Campbell Station, which is around the corner from ours, going toward, no, wait a second. Campbell Station, they're not on Campbell Station, that's the off-ramp. It's Grigsby Chapel, I'm sorry, Grigsby Chapel, close to Campbell Station. Kind of between between our place on Smith and Campbell Station on Grigsby Chapel Road is that's the name of the road that they were on.
Okay. And so I guess just to help me better understand where you're at with this project, in your mind, you want to kind of build this home out to be a custom home that is comparable to that newer development over there that was built by the Saddlebrook builders?
Yeah, I mean, that's the play on it. You can't subdivide it. That lot cannot be subdivided down because it's because of the zoning on it, right? That's going to remain a 2 acre lot. So yeah, that's the play, is to build it out like a custom home. And again, just not a lot of homes, single level, 4,800 square foot. The plans I have show a kind of like a mother-in-law suite on one side of the house. It's like almost got 2 master suites.
Okay.
And the value on that is, one, I mean, it gives you 2 master suites, but it's also creates that mother-in-law component, which is another thing, which is very nice. A lot of people like to have those options
Yeah.
kind of out there,
No, absolutely. I'm actually currently in the market for the right house for me and my family and a mother-in-law to move my mother in with us potentially. So I can absolutely understand the desire to find something like that, and I think it's very useful for a lot of people in that situation for sure.
Yeah. So, the project is designed is, again, it's designed to there's this massive garage that was built, and it's just designed to take advantage of that space without spending a bunch of money to rebuild that exterior structure.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All
That's
right.
it.
All right. Well, Dale, I appreciate you giving me the info. Yeah, I'm gonna just dive into the numbers here, take a look at the neighborhood, see if I can find those comps, and I can come back to you with an offer. Do you have just a couple of minutes for me to just hold while I dive into those numbers and take a look at things, see where I can be?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I appreciate you. I'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Thanks, Dale.
Yeah.
All right. Shirtless closer. Oh, shoot. Look at my name, the Salt Lake Closer. Let's get it.
I was gonna do the Mormon closer, but I was like, you know what?
Brother, I would have hopped off the live.
He would have been out.
Did you do you have him on hold?
Yeah, he's on hold.
Okay. Is it a deal or what?
I don't know, bro. He's saying, I think
Sounds
I had
like a
to go
shit
out.
deal. $600K for something that you have to build a new house on? What the fuck?
You got to go from
Yeah.
scratch on it?
Yeah, it's gutted basically. He did this expansion, got permits to build it. It's currently 2,700 square feet, so he's basically adding 2,000 additional square feet.
Where's it
And
at?
where's it at?
Yeah.
Here, let me put the Addy in the chat for you. I had to go out 1.5 miles to find the comps that he was talking about. I think I just found them. I couldn't pull this on. Yeah, I couldn't pull this on PropStream, so I pulled it on Privy, and then I found finally one
Is
comp
the real
that sold
estate
in
game
March.
now? Ice Cube is in the real estate game now. Oh, hey man, real estate is good, brother.
Yeah, there's a 3-2, 2,900 square feet, basically 3,000 square feet that sold for 1.2 in March, but it's a 2022 build. So I guess on something like this where we're like building it from the studs, do we consider that a new build or what? Because I don't know, if we can't use that 1.2 comp, then I don't think there's any way we get up to 675. Let's hypothetically run it through the calculator. We lost the shirtless closer. How much?
There we go.
Are you back? You're back from
Yeah,
outer space?
Dude. Are you gonna get this Wi-Fi figured out one day?
Yeah. So listen, if I just hypothetically, if I use this comp at 1.2, it's 3,000 square feet, 3.2, but it's built in 2022. So my question is, since we're tearing this down to the studs and rebuilding it, can I
Are
use
we
a newer?
rebuilding it though?
That's what I guess that's my question is like, if it's gutted and I got to go in and do everything and then build this expansion, that's still considered a 1955 build, and I couldn't use the new build as a comp. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I had
So
one
in
like
that
that
case,
I was like, oh, well, it's basically going to be a new build, but that shit was not fucking a new build. Is it basically in Farragut, Tennessee?
Yep, actually.
Okay.
Let me
So,
plug that into PropStream and see if I can get it to pull up. Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
if I'm just looking at, so is it 2,700 square feet now, or he's saying it's bigger?
it's 27 now, but after the expansion is completed, it'll be 4,800 square feet.
Okay, well then that's different then. But I guess
Yeah.
the question is, let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that you can get, what was you saying, 1.2 million?
That's what this comp I found about 1.5 miles out across the highway. There's
It was
one.
1.2, right?
Yeah,
So how many square feet did he say it's gonna be?
4,800.
Yeah,
and that one
I
is
think the structure
3,000.
is still there. They're gonna have to tear it down if they want to do it.
It's basically going to be a $321,000 rehab. So let's put this in
Yep.
a flip calculator for a second.
Yep. That's what I got.
It's going to be 321. Right. And what's he asking?
675.
So we would be making $60,000 as an investor. Let's see, to move it for 700. They would be at $35,000, which is a 2% return on a 320 grand rehab.
Yeah,
You probably got to be at, if you could actually get 1.2 for it, you're probably gonna have to be at like, you probably want to move this at like 500K, like 550 maybe. But he bought it for 550.
So I got to offer like 510, 520.
Incoming call, yeah.
What's up?
You probably about to buy it for 500K.
I bet. All right, we'll hit him with the offer. All right, Dale, appreciate your patience with me. Are you still there?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
All right, I appreciate it. So yeah, just taking a dive into the numbers, and I was just kind of deliberating with my partner on this and taking a look, and I did find the comps that I think you were talking about. They're built in like 22 or newer. Around 1.2, 1.3 is the highest comp I was able to find. And so taking that into consideration and just assuming that I could get that on the back end, with the 4,800 square foot property that I'm going to have to come in and do basically all the work up from the studs, that's probably going to cost me about $300,000, I would say, in construction work and rehab costs. So with that being said, I think I would need to be somewhere in the range of 500,000 cash as is on this.
Yeah, no, I would do that. But thanks for taking a look at it.
Yeah, no problem. Is there any, like, what's the best you could do, you think, on this? Because I just can't. If I did 675, I'd be losing money.
Sure. You're pulling 2022. I mean, this stuff I told you about was literally constructed in the last 6 months. So those are the ones that I was referring to. Those are not, those are closer to your Thompson, the ones, whatever you pulled. I mean, I don't know what you saw or didn't see. So I guess my take is, I'm north of 6 for sure. And those were lower square footage as well. So that's why, that's where I'm at on that one. But, we're probably, 100 plus apart right now. So, if you find those other comps you think want to take it over differently, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'd love to make it work if I could. But yeah, if you decide that you want to entertain something around the 500 range, I'll be here. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dale. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
Bye. Yeah, that's expansive, brother.
He's tripping.
I mean, I don't think he's going to get 1.6 out of that on the back end.
He's smoking that Mormon pack.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta stretch the back out today. Fuck. All right. Hey, Randy.
Hey,
Hey, this is Joey calling. I think you had spoken to someone on my team in the past about a property 1201 Hinshaw.
yeah, but I don't want to sell that house right now. I've got nothing out here at 3575 Trap Hill Road. It's a multi-million-dollar business. Now, I'm about to come look at this house to buy, and I'll do you a good deal on it. Let me call you back.
Okay. What the fuck? It's a multi-million-dollar business. Hold on. Let me call you back. Click. Like, okay.
Hi, brother.
I just got an orange. I gotta peel it. Get my hands all dirty.
Hey, I love a good orange. Actually, that's a lie. I love the small oranges. I don't like big oranges very much.
I like them of all sizes.
I just feel like the small ones are easier to peel, you know?
No, I feel well. This one's like this isn't like the big one. It's almost like a bigger one.
I got you. I got some upstairs. That looks pretty good, actually. All right. Let's see. This guy wants 275. What we talking about, brother?
The only thing that sucks with the oranges here is they have seeds in every single one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like the big ones got seeds.
And I'm not with the seeds.
God damn, this guy's wanting 275, and all the cash drops are selling for less than 100K. Golly.
I have to just go. I've been saying this for like 2 weeks. I need to just take a day and go through the CRM and just clean out all the text messages.
Yeah.
Luke said, Joey, why do you always be eating on these lives? From his food channel, by the way, guys. I'm not allowed to eat, Luke? I mean, I'm on a very strict diet. I'm trying to get my six-pack back. I'm like about 2 years away from that. So I'm eating an orange at least.
Yeah. I asked this guy, how's the condition of the property? He responds, rehab. Okay, bud.
Thank you for that.
I'm going to give this guy a call. Yeah, that's very insightful. Thank you so much.
Let's call this guy. Who the fuck decided to put seeds in an orange?
Brother, good question.
Luke said sugar's bad though.
No carbs, Joey.
Your call has been forwarded to your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Cuéntame, mi vida.
Mi amor, no voy a cocinar. Arrocito y carnitas. No mantigas la claro que no, le están guayabados, siempre estamos. Yo hago el almuerzo.
Okay, so this guy I'm gonna put back into a text campaign. Oh. Let's see if this guy ever sold this or not.
Please leave your message. Please leave your message for
Paul,
We can wholesale in North Carolina, right? It's South Carolina that has the restrictions.
You're good at NC.
Bet.
I'm just cleaning shit up, finding some stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same thing, just going through the inbox. What time did text blasts go out typically?
Text blast. I mean, they go out all day. It kind of just depends when you set them, honestly.
Got you.
Hey, this is Doug. Leave me a message.
Douglas, you just told me you were available, sir. What are we talking about? I think Mr. Nelson is back, my brother.
Go bring them up.
Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up.
Wait. There he is.
How was it
My
going,
man.
guys?
It's going, brother.
I had to hop on a quick call.
Hell yeah. Just sifting through the shit right now, trying to find some stuff in the thousands of text messages we've sent out recently and all the responses that come back in. Automation. ChatGPT, start bot.
All right, I gotta hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
All righty. Ugh. Oh boy. Cardo got wings. You know what? Let me call this lead over here and see. Let me do some work while I'm hanging out with you guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it and do it and do it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let me do this. 804. Oh no, let me not get crazy. All right, here we go. 804-267-5.
Amor, ahorita llega en un minuto. Ajá.
Is it calling? Hello? Oh my gosh, what is going on here? I don't like iPhone did an update on their Google phone and it's not right.
Wait, say it again?
Said Apple's done like an update on their Google phone.
What do you mean, like Google Voice?
Yeah, Google Voice, like it has like a different interface and it just like it's messed up looking and it's not acting right.
Trying to get you guys off of Google Voice, it sounds like.
That's what they want to do.
Huh. We have a buyer and it's under contract. Please contact the realtor. This is one that's getting in the text confirmation.
Hello?
Hello, is this Nancy?
Yes?
Hey, Nancy, this is Nelson. I think you spoke with someone on my team yesterday just about the property off of Merrimack.
I don't know. Yes, I don't.
You probably are speaking to a lot of people, I bet.
But anyway, what?
I was just following up to see if you're still looking to sell it. They told me it was vacant, and unfortunately, it sounds like your brother might have passed away. So sorry for sorry to hear that, and my condolences to you as well.
Yes, he did. He died.
Very sorry to hear
and
that.
wanted owned the property, and I was showing it for him. I was trying to, but anyway, I have done run myself crazy. I don't know what in the world. I got a phone in one. I have a Ranger, and I got a phone in one end of the house, and I don't know what. Karen got me that thing, and it says Virginia Tech on it, and it is a piece of junk if there ever was one. And every time I can't answer it, I have to run from one end. I'm running from one end of this house to the other every time my phone rings.
Oh man!
Until I done about run myself to death.
Oh man, you need to take a break. You got to unhook that thing.
I think so. I don't like to mess with it. If somebody comes here that wants to do it, it's okay with me.
Well, I might have to get
Anyway.
someone out there after we get this house from you to hook up your phone system the right way, so you're not running left or right.
Well, it's just all you have to do is plug it in. But I've never put one in. I always had somebody, I always had a husband, and they just go ahead and plug it in. I don't fool with it.
Well, we'll see if we can knock out two birds with one stone.
Anyway, I don't know. I've run until I'm out of breath.
Well, I'll let you catch your breath and I'll do some talking. So I hear the property's vacant. Is there any kind of affidavit of an heirship or probate that the property needs to go to? Or are you able to be the one who signs on it?
I have no idea about it all. My brother that had died, and I know he had made it out to me.
Okay.
That's what I was told. And that's all I know about it. I haven't even been down there.
That's not a problem.
So, I don't. I'll just have to.
Where are
The
you?
best I
Where are you
can.
located at?
I'm on 10,001 Merrimack at this corner of Cedar Grove and Merrimack.
What's the address of the property?
I don't know. I can't remember
Gotcha.
right
Okay.
offhand. But anyway, this is about to run crazy, and I'm sick of messing with it.
Well, if you want, the best thing I think that we could do is we have an attorney there that's located in Richmond. The property is in Richmond?
Yes, Richmond. I guess I don't know if it's down in the not in over here where I live, but I don't know nothing about it. And I've got to go. I got somebody waiting for me.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to
All
do.
right.
I'll give you a call back. Can I give you a call back maybe to this evening or tomorrow?
Okay.
All righty. And then
All right.
I'll see if I can get that address located as well. Does that sound fair?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you, Nancy. All right. We'll work on Nancy. We got to get the address for the property because we're even looking at the wrong address.
Sounds like you've got some old home phones set up in there. You need to get the lady a cell phone.
I know, man. I'm gonna have to stay on top of her because I can get out. We can get this done for her. I've got the attorneys and everything out there in Richmond that can get all this done, but we gotta get the correct address first.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, that's usually what you need. But we'll locate it. We'll get it done. Luckily, we've got boots all over the ground over there in that area.
Yeah, that always helps.
All righty.
Together, fairly close and adjacent to the University of Virginia, walking distance to the medical center. So its long range value would be as a housing, probably housing.
Okay.
So it's a development opportunity in the long run.
And that's exactly what we do. I've worked with Brian. We've built out multiple houses from the ground up. We've flipped a ton of homes. And so that's something that we definitely are interested in. Is there, and you said there's no tenants in any of the properties?
Now there's tenants in probably 4 at the moment.
Okay. Are they month to month?
I don't know what the exact, let me back up a second. I got involved in this with 3 other people I knew. It's a long range investment in real estate, and for various reasons they either died or was a whole thing that's not necessarily my field.
Okay, gotcha.
But now it's all mine. But I have a management company that's running it, not doing a very good job of it. But
Okay, so we would probably need to connect with the management company to figure out statuses of lease and where they're at and making payments and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah, they can tell you exactly which ones are under lease at this moment, but some of them may be 6-month leases, some are month to month, but it wouldn't take a whole lot to get them out of there.
Okay,
That's what you're
perfect.
asking about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because we'll usually do cash for keys, or we'll wait them out or whatever. Like we'll close on it with you and then do like a rent back with them, whatever we need to do to make sure that everybody wins in it. So would you be open to giving me the information for the management company just so we can talk to them maybe a little bit later on this evening?
Yeah, it's Blue Water is their name.
Okay. All right. You have a number on them?
Not off the top of my head, driving in the car.
I'll text you. I'll text you here in a minute and get it from you.
Okay.
I guess the big question is, I mean, it sounds like you want to get rid of them. We'll figure all that out. We want to buy all of them together as a package. What price do you have in mind?
As I said in the original conversation, and my starting point would be the city's assessed value on them, which I think in total comes out to like 1.4 something million. I don't have anything in front of me off the top of my head. But as I said, that's the assessed value of the houses. But long term, the real value is another thing. I don't know where you're located. But the city, maybe 6 months ago, passed a new zoning ordinance that, they're originally single family housing lots. They're probably the smallest 6-family houses in the entire city. The city's undergoing rapid demand. But the zoning change allows multi-family, higher density, higher number of floors than had ever been before. So, as I said, it's in a location that should be worth quite a bit as a developable parcels when combined.
Gotcha. Okay. And just so I have that number, you said you're looking for assessed value, so you're kind of in the 1.2. Is that what you said?
1.4, I believe, is the assessed value of the tour open at the moment.
Okay.
Like that.
And that would be the value, like if we're paying, I guess, the assessed value, kind of the commercial property value. Let me ask you this. Okay, say this, and I'm not saying it is. We obviously want to do cash, right? So cash for us, I don't think we could do 1.4. I think that's kind of like more out of the range for what we're looking for. But if we could give you the 1.4 on a kind of a finance option, would that be something you would be open to?
Sure.
Okay. What would need to get down, right? Because we had a cash price in mind that we want to do and where we want to be at, but I don't want to disrespect you and just throw numbers out. So if we were going to buy this from you, we agree the 1.4. We'll take care of the tenants. We're going to fix it up. We'll do all the good stuff. What would we need to put in your pocket, I guess, as a creative seller finance to put like a down payment on it?
Got no idea. I mean, it's not like I need cash or anything.
Okay.
But I would need something just that would protect the deal. So I would think, something minimum of 25% of it at least.
So, and I can't agree to this, right? Because I'm not the cash on hand, but typically where we like to be at is like 10% because the other part of the value is going to be in us fixing up the homes, right? So if we run off and we screw you over, you're going to get the properties back plus the added value that we pushed in them by fixing them, painting them, flooring them, doing all that good stuff. So if we were at a 10% down on it, would that be something that you would be open to?
I would be open to it. I have to think about it. I don't know you other than a phone call. So
True that.
Obviously, I'm taking some risk of somebody I don't know coming in and doing that, and I don't really want to take off a half-finished mess. So I want to make sure that you are believable and substantial.
And if we can prove that, we have this over at our attorney's office. We put all the paperwork in and make sure that you're safe and you get everything that you need. Sounds like something you consider. And just so I know, so I can take all the numbers back, if we still want to stay at cash, right, and 1.4 I think is really kind of a retailish, maybe more in the retail value for it, what would be the best you could do for us if we were to say, hey, we're going to get you a check today, cash you out, and let you walk away?
There's almost no property, no house in Charlottesville that you can buy for $300,000. So the city's assessed value of each house is actually substantially low compared to what virtually everything else in the market sells for.
Gotcha. Understood. 6 homes over there. I'm just looking, and just to make sure I have these the right ones. These are like I'm looking at one. It's like a 2-bedroom, 620 square foot. That's kind of the average of them all. Is that correct?
They're virtually identical, yes.
Okay, about 600 square foot each. Okay. Well, what I would like to start off doing is getting a chance to talk to the property management company to kind of see what feedback they have for us. Obviously, when we're talking about 1.4 million or putting 20% down, things like that, we want to make sure we have a good picture of what's going on, right? We don't want to jump into a headache, and you don't want to sell us one, I'm pretty sure.
Understood.
So I would love to get that number from you. I got it that you want 1.4 if that was the cash offer. I'm going to see what we can do on a cash offer. And then I'm also going to see if we can write out a finance offer for you and see which one you may feel more comfortable with.
Okay.
All right. Well, when I get off of here, I'm going to text you so you have my number. If you could send me over the management company so that we could talk to them, and then we'll get back to you probably later today, if not tomorrow. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, if I can get to that today, like I said, I've been the last 2 weeks. I've only spent one night in my bed. I've been in Oklahoma, Virginia, Washington D.C., and now on my way to Ohio. So I got a whole lot of things on my plate.
Yes, sir.
One of the reasons I might sell is to get this off my plate. There's got more than enough going on. So if I can get to that, but as I said, I got about 2.5 full-time jobs I'm working right now.
Isn't that crazy? You got 2.5 full-time jobs, and I'm trying to call and give you $1 million. It's an interesting life. It's an interesting life. And the crazy thing is, it sounds like even if I want to give you $1 million, you say, no, I need that extra $400,000.
I don't need it, but I'd be a fool to take it for that, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I'm not saying you are or aren't. It's just funny how life works out for everybody. I don't know. If someone calls me today with $1 million offer, I might take it. But yeah, I'm still here. All right, Bob, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to text you over my name and information, and whenever you're free, you're send me over that management Blue Waters company and information, and I'll talk to them. All right, I'll give you a call back probably tomorrow. Sounds like you're busy today, but I'll follow up with you on this because we are super serious.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not trying to avoid you. Reason I'm going to Ohio is I've got an all-day meeting tomorrow, so I'm not likely to be able to take your call tomorrow anytime during working days. I've got a meeting that's probably going to go 8 in the morning to 6.
Well, as long as you don't avoid me too long, then that's fair. I understand you're working, so I won't beat you up, man. I'll just be very nice and text you here and there and see what we can get back on the phone.
Okay.
All right, Bob. Well, I'll be in touch with you. I'm gonna text you right after this call.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
It sounds pretty solid.
I see
Yeah,
Nelson
I
flexing
got
his
the-
closing skills up there.
I got the clear. Well, the thing is, when I do these calls with him, it's a little bit different because we have actual cash on hand. So he said, hey, don't spend over 800. So I didn't want to say 800 because I know the dude's already stuck at 1.4. But I think we'll be happy to give him 120 down payment.
Yeah, that
Unless we have
created-
$80,000. Okay, I could see if it's something that we could do. I would have to ask more questions about the property. I mean, is there a time that I could speak with her?
Alrighty. What's Bob's number? So I can
They said it's not for sale right now.
Okay, understood. I appreciate your time.
Have a good day.
They said it's not for sale right now. Okay, goodbye. You're going into a follow-up. I'll get a text in about 30 days. That was one of those, like, they were just busy and not a good time to talk, so I'm not gonna just be like, never call them again. They didn't say never call me again, so. You're gonna be in the follow-ups, guys. I gotta get out of here in a couple minutes because I have an important meeting in a few. I gotta prepare for it.
Yeah, that sounds good. I gotta go call this buyer. It's gonna be a really fun phone call.
See, whenever I see, guys, I want y'all to know, whenever I start getting on and I'm starting to get my portfolio into, they want to run off. They want to run off.
That's exactly what it is.
We can't have you showing us up, brother.
Yeah, right, dude. I got 0 contracts.
I'm afraid Nelson's gonna outclose me, guys. That's really what it is.
Yeah. You know what? That makes me, now I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you think that.
He's like, I've been losing sleep this whole fucking week on this. But I say we do a closing competition one day, me and Jordan Nelson.
No,
Say
look, guys, I want no part of it.
I don't want no part.
You just heard me on the phone. That's all I got for you guys.
I think it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, right. I'm about to tell my guy, hey, just buy these for 1.5. We already know the guy wants to do 1.4. I'm about to make a quick 100 grand real quick.
Fuck it.
No, yeah, right. I doubt he's gonna do all that. He told me 800.
Told you 800. You're coming back like, yeah, nah, bro. We gotta be a 1.5.
Yeah, I want to see if he'll buy it on a seller finance because I think he'll do that.
Oh
Yeah, the seller finance option sounds pretty solid, honestly.
100%. 100%. Well, let's leave the people with a quick soapbox. I gotta get out of here.
All right, brother. I'll let you kick it off, my man.
Alright. So I want to touch on something that I feel like we always touch on, but it's just so fucking pertinent to the business. You guys gotta, when things are going wrong, you guys gotta like not react emotionally to what is happening. It's probably one of the hardest things to do in life because like when there's money on the line, you want to make money, you have deals that are going through and you think you're gonna get paid and then it doesn't happen. You can't attach yourself to the result. You gotta just deal with what comes your way. Like I can't only focus on what you guys can control. You can't control what outside things are going on. You can't control if a fucking HOA fee comes in at $1,000, $1,200 when it was supposed to be at $600. Like you can't control that. But what you can control is how you react to it, your energy about it, and how you find the solution so that the deal still closes. And if you can not get emotionally attached to it and not get upset over it and not be like, oh, what the fuck? This isn't going on. Blah, blah, blah. Don't even go there. Fucking just let it happen and understand we're in wholesaling. There's going to be problems that are going to come up and it's okay. It's normal. You just got to find the solutions. The second that you stop finding the solutions, that is when the deal is dead. There will always be solutions as long as you keep finding it. As long as you have a seller that wants to sell and a buyer that wants to buy, you just need to find the solutions, guys. And as long as you can keep getting I call it get the shovel and just dig the shit up, guys. That is what will get you to all these solutions and making sure that you're not going to fail out of this business. So I'll leave you all with that.
Facts. No, that's major keys. That's a nugget right there. And I will piggyback off of that just because I'm going through that experience right now. And I was telling Joey, we spoke earlier, and I was like, listen, I had to take some time to sit with those emotions and feel that because obviously it sucks, you know what I mean? But nobody has waved the white flag yet. And there might be solutions that can be uncovered as you're going through these deals and wholesaling. Things are going to pop up. That's just part of the game. But I'm going to do what I can to find a solution. And that's why we get paid as wholesalers, is because our whole job is to basically facilitate transactions, be the middleman, and be the one who jumps through the hoops to come up with the answers and the solutions. And that's the gig. So as long as we keep pushing, we find the solutions, we don't get down and depressed and don't make the calls and try to work it out, then I think we come out on top in the end every time.
100%. I love it.
You know what? I think today I'm going to piggyback on everything they're saying. I'll add my own caveat. Me and my wife were in the bed last night talking just about our kids and like how fast they're growing up, and time just goes by like that, guys. So like Joey said earlier, when you're getting yourself all tied up in the deal and what you can do, control what you can control. That's the only thing that you can do in this business and in anything in life, right? Save your emotion and those things and put those into your family, your kids. They're going to be growing up so quick and time goes by so fast. So I would say put that emotion and that time and effort into those. You know, an older guy that was a neighbor of my buddies, we used to be over there all the time. He told me something when I was really young and it stuck with me forever. He said, in life, you only have two things, time and effort. And so I've always taken that with me. And so put the time into your work, the effort into your family, control what you can control, and put the time into your family and reap the reward. That's what I would say.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. I'm sure we're going to get some contracts within the next 24 hours. So you guys will see some more shit coming through. Good
Yeah.
shit again,
You gotta get
Jordan.
some of
on
these
that
assigned
10 minute,
now.
bro. Oh, bro, it's time. Trust me. It is time. It is time. These assignments, give it another week or so, you guys are going to see some assignments rolling through too in the updates. And that's going to be really, really get fucking sexy.
Oh,
But we're going to start working these assignments, getting everything going. And Jordan, good shit. 10 unit. Let's get it, bro. Concord,
Let's go.
California. Let's get that shit moved. And everybody else will have a good rest of your day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.
That's good.
care.
Later, y'all.